in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Smells good. The oven. The oven. Yep.
We're back for another mini oven. I'm Mario. This is my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Papa.
Unfortunately, his uncle Dinko couldn't make it today.
It is unfortunate. everyone loved that name drop,
They
man.
were going crazy for that.
His sons' names are great too. You got Davo and you got Esteban. So,
What nationality is that?
that might be the Croatian side. That might be the Italian side that thinks they're Italian, but they're Croatian.
Dinko and Gavo?
Dinko, Davo, Esteban.
Dinko, Davo, Esteban.
Yeah, that whole crew over there. That was our Italian side. That's when we would go to like Queens or we go to Staten Island for. Remember we were talking about Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And you can't understand a word that they're saying. Like when I'm a little kid, you can speak Italian. And I have no fucking clue what you're saying.
No clue.
They would. It would be a full Christmas of me just speaking to my mom and all the Italians playing cards.
Don't ask me why, but I was coming out of the stall I was in Iceland recently. I got my fresh Iceland Viking shirt on right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
So I was in Iceland recently, and there was this guy. He was at the sink. I was coming out of the stall, and he said something to me. And don't ask me why my first reaction was as if, like, I couldn't hear him, but I couldn't understand him. And he just looks at me. He's like, oh, he doesn't speak. He was speaking Icelandic or something like that.
They have their own language?
I'm pretty sure it's Icelandic.
But it's
But
not.
everyone speaks English. That's like
That's
the
what I'm
biggest
saying.
difference between like us. We just know English. Fucking selfish. We don't like go out of our way to learn new languages. You
Yep.
go over there and everybody knew English. Like once they realized I didn't understand what they were saying, English.
Yeah, they turn it on. See, that's like a big reason why like I hate when I especially hate when people like we go to a restaurant and the server is clearly not from the States and they're giving him a hard time. They're like then they start speaking louder like that's gonna help.
Yeah.
That motherfucker came here from wherever he's from. He's learned 3 different languages and you're the one calling him dumb. Oh my!
Yeah. No.
You really got to take a step back and think about what you're talking about.
That never made sense to me. So like I have like obviously a lot of people in my family spoke broken English over the years. I worked with a bunch of people, Portuguese, Spanish, different countries in Latin America, and the people who equate understanding your language to intelligence are fucking idiots. Just because he doesn't know your language doesn't mean he's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
It's unreal, and it makes me so mad when people think like English is up here and other languages are just down here. Like there's more to life than English.
No, for sure. I mean, English is definitely it's the toughest language to learn. Apparently.
I think Mandarin might be up there.
Yeah, that I guess.
I think we might be like a number two.
Number 2 or number 3. But yeah, no, I give them a lot of respect, man. Everyone who comes over here and can figure out the English language and make a living off of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's humongous.
So speaking of Iceland, I went all the way over there.
Hey, real quick, I don't mean to interrupt you, but when you're talking about the bathroom, were you pissing in like a trowel?
No, it was a toilet.
It was a toilet?
Yeah.
That was a big thing in Australia, man. That was really tough to get used to.
What, the urinal? It's the one long metal urinal
Yeah,
for everyone to piss in.
you're
They just dump ice in it, and you're just
pissing right into the floor. It was so weird.
I kind of
bro.
liked it.
Like every once in a while, like I would get like stage fright, and I have to like start doing the math numbers in my head, and then I would start peeing. But
Big stage fright guy.
big stage fright guy. Ever since the first drug test, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. The guy comes next to you, he's pissing. It sounds like a fucking racehorse. So you're like, ah.
How do you
Take me a minute.
How do you do that so fast? Would you come ready to pee?
So back to Iceland. I go all the way there to not see the fucking Northern Lights.
Just gives you a reason to go somewhere else to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I said. I can go not only Iceland, I can go to Alaska, a bunch of other places in Canada. I can see the Northern Lights, but I mean, like, I was really excited to see the Northern Lights.
It's because I didn't come.
Yeah, you would have been my good luck charm for sure. And basically, let me fix my mic for a second. Basically, I've been getting a slap in the face every day on Instagram.
For what?
I get home from Iceland, pissed I didn't see the Northern Lights, and all over my Instagram is this Northern Lights dispensary on 100 Broadway, Menands, New York. Shout out to them. Good for you. I have no idea where Menands is, but the Instagram algorithm has been rubbing it in heavy and just really, it's a salt on a wound for sure.
Well, it's because your phone hears you talking about it nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you talk about toilet paper, like on our last episode, and I'm getting half off for Charmin Ultra Soft. Like the phone is just listening to everything that we're saying.
You a Charmin guy?
I don't know what kind of guy I am.
He's a
need
Scott guy.
Nah.
He's a Scott 1000. He's a single ply Scott guy.
Listen, I mean, we talk about poop a lot on this show, but yeah, I would. The worst thing is like if I'm at work and first of all, if I'm at work, like I'm not pooping in the woods. It's not happening. So like I'll go and find like a McDonald's or a Home Depot or if there's anything in sight. And the worst part is when you rock up and you're wiping with like sandpaper. I'm like, dude, you have all this money at Home Depot and you're getting this toilet paper?
Oh my God, I was in Iceland. You go into this restroom and it wasn't even a roll. It was like you were grabbing literal tissues.
How was
I'm
it?
like, what is one tissue going to do for my ass?
How many times do you wipe?
It depends. What's your record? What's your wipe record?
Oh man,
Mine's got to be like 13.
I was gonna go out on a limb and say 6, but
6? No,
bro, 13. What came out of you at 13?
I haven't been dingleberry free since 2006.
Bro, with that ass. You ever?
You ever like wax next?
You ever like catch yourself sitting on the bowl, like just for some peace and fucking quiet? And it's like I've been done for like 15 minutes, but I'm just still sitting there like scrolling.
It's supposed to be really bad for your digestive system, for your anus and everything.
I think my digestive system's all right. I eat, I poop. It's
like
pretty simple.
The anus.
Oh,
Unhealthy to sit on the bowl too long.
Yeah, because you're open for so long.
Your asshole's just open on the bowl?
Yeah, that's why you sit on the bowl like that. It opens up. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. My asshole opens when shit comes out.
No, well,
I don't sit there with just an open asshole.
I'm not saying I'm not like, all right, the butthole maybe not be open, but like your ass is open. Like your ass is ready for your butthole to
ass
open.
and your asshole are two different things.
They're connected. I didn't come here for a lecture on buttholes today.
I'm just picturing Franco. Franco sitting on his bowl just gaped. We're going to make a little porn section. We'll put you in the gape section. We'll put a camera in the bowl. Just your asshole wide open.
This has come from the kid who's wiped 13 times.
It's tough. It's tough.
No, we were talking. I mean, we might have even said it a couple episodes ago, but sticking with the poop topic. You know,
it's crazy because my next topic on my thing has to do with the toilet bowl. So
all right, we'll keep going.
I guess we're talking about a lot of poop today.
But you know, there's I said, which a lot of people were a little mad at, but I said that you know girls are tougher than boys in many facets of life, and you know, giving birth is crazy. I couldn't even imagine because there's sometimes I'm on the bowl, and I am like this close to tears because it hurts, and that's usually a good one though.
I'm fucking crying because I'm just picturing.
I'm like sitting there praying, sweating, like please. Like,
I'm picturing him gaped and crying. I'm fucking, what is going on? You got a fucking porno in your bathroom.
No, I'm on the bowl, dude.
I have died. Did you see those toilet bowls that came out for like people who like to do things together?
It's a dually.
It's a dually toilet. You sit this way. Your partner sits this way, and it's got a middle.
Wait, like facing each other?
No, you're facing opposite directions, but pooping at the same time.
No way. No, yeah. So I'm facing this way.
I'm facing that way.
Yo, that
I can promise you, I never want to take a shit with my partner ever. Like I gotta be comfortable with a girl for me to shit while she's in the shower. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because like it's a fucking battlefield in there when I go to the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. So stop talking about my gaping shit. And it's always a battlefield.
I'm not sitting there gaped on the bowl.
Well, I mean necessarily neither, but
are you doing that? Are you sitting with your partner on the bowl, the dually bowl?
No shot. I go into the bathroom to poop for my own so it's quiet, so I can sit and do and get something done.
I like to pretend girls don't poop too. I don't want to think about it. I wouldn't be able to handle that. You know, like you're sitting there, and if she is having a bad day, a rough time, you're hearing all kinds of sounds. Like I make faces when I'm on the bowl. I don't want my partner to see
what kind
that.
of faces?
Oh no, it's disgusting. Nothing's worse than like when you're really not feeling well, and your stomach does that unintentional flex,
Yeah.
and you know that's a bad one. Like there's got to be something going on inside you.
Well, I'm telling you, man. That's so. The last time I ate Chinese food was like 8th grade, 9th grade, and it absolutely ruined my stomach.
That's a fucking lie. The last time you had Chinese food was 8th grade?
8th or 9th grade, yeah.
I don't believe it.
Bro, you know, once I'm like against something, I'm against it. I'm not. I haven't gone back to Chinese food probably since 8th grade.
He is stubborn. He is stubborn for sure.
You know what's crazy about Chinese food though?
What is
You know what's crazy about Chinese food? You ever see a commercial for it? I've never seen a commercial. I've never seen a commercial for a Chinese food restaurant.
So I think I've only seen commercials for Chinese food outside of New York.
Okay.
I feel like the Chinese restaurants here are just killing it and bombarded. Why even advertise?
Oh, Chinese food, they absolutely kill it over here. But again, I haven't had it in so long. I'd rather have Thai food, but I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But I've also never seen a pregnant Asian woman. Think about it. I really haven't. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm saying it like in the sense of I have never seen an Asian woman walking around with a pregnant belly. Not that I'm looking for it, but I haven't seen it in 32 years of life.
He's the weird one today.
So another thing that I've been saying for a long time that I haven't seen, and you can attest to this, I've been saying this forever. That might have even been my last tweet. And so I want everyone that watches this from here on out, when you're driving, you know, past like a pickup basketball game at the courts, take a look in. They never ever hit the first shot they take when you're passing by. I've never seen it, and I look for this. Every court that I pass,
He's
never
scouting kids now.
they never hit the first shot that I see, and like a layup doesn't count. I'm talking like if you get to see them take a shot, I guarantee you it does not go in. I'm telling you.
Where does he get this?
It's just something that I've noticed. Again, go back on my Twitter.
If I'm on the court, you got a good shot, that ball's not going in.
Bro, Mario's mom used to take us to his game just to make fun of him with her. Mario would be fast break, and then the ball has never hit the backboard harder for a layup. He just couldn't slow himself down.
I can't slow down and shoot at the same time. What are your thoughts on Gary Brecka?
The fuck's Gary Brecka?
He's that. Is he considered a biologist? Would he be a He's like a nutritional biologist. Yeah, he's like not a doctor, but like dude. For me, it goes God, Jesus Christ, and Gary Brecka. Like,
Oh, you like this
this
guy?
guy? If he says something, I do it.
Is he like? Oh, so he's like?
He knows his shit.
Never mind. Okay.
He knows his shit, and
Where's he from?
I don't even know where he's from. I forget.
And why don't I know him?
Because my Instagram algorithm is very different than your Instagram algorithm. You're looking for pregnant Asian women and kids hitting the backboard.
I'm not. I'm not looking for that. But at the same time, I noticed that it just doesn't happen.
So anyway, do yourselves a favor and stop drinking Celsius immediately. Did you see Gary
happened with
Brecka? He
Celsius?
posted that thing. There is cyanide in Celsius.
Like trace amounts, or there's like cyanide.
No, like a decent amount. So basically,
What's a decent amount?
hydrogen cyanide, right? That's what they use to make the type of B12 that's in a lot of different products that are also in Celsius. It's when you see cyanocobalamin as the B12, that means it's made from hydrogen cyanide. How crazy is that? I just learned that. That B12 it's man-made and comes from hydrogen cyanide. They use hydrogen cyanide to make that's staying on. That was some face.
That came out of nowhere.
They use hydrogen cyanide to make chemical weapons. And I've been telling people for a while, stop drinking Celsius.
And all this is in
it's
Celsius.
poison.
Stop
Drinking Celsius.
I never really liked Celsius, man.
Alyssa, if you're listening, stick to your espresso. I tell this girl every day at work, stop with the Celsius.
You know what I'm a big fan of, actually? The Bucked Up energy drinks.
They're pretty good.
The Bucked Up energy drink, the Miami flavor.
Pull up those nutritional facts. Pull up those nutritional facts.
For Bucked Up?
B12. What's the B12? Is it the cyanocobalamin? Probably is.
What are you saying? You're saying for bucked up? No, for bucked.
No, for bucked up. Bucked up energy drink. But people, stick to your black coffee, stick to your green tea, or just stop with the caffeine drinks. That's my take for today.
Stop.
I've been trying to cut back on the coffee. Doing a really shitty job of it as I finish my second cup of the day, but I try to swap out green tea for coffee.
Mario just tells you what to do. He doesn't follow.
Do as I say, people. I lied last week.
About?
I promise you I wouldn't talk so dirty on the show, but I lied to you about my most traumatic sex story. I thought about it after I said that, and there's actually one worse, which is like...
You sure?
Yeah. So... Basically, I said that the girl that had the toilet paper when I went down on her, that was my original thought at most traumatic. But I was talking to this girl, and she went to the gynecologist earlier in the day. And then she comes over later, and she's sitting on my face, right? And I get done, and I was like, did you have an ultrasound at the gynecologist today? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
how do you know?
I can taste the jelly from the ultrasound.
That's gross.
No, but I guess you got to scoop it out. It's so gross.
That's disgusting.
You know, they must have did like a transvaginal where they go inside.
I don't think that was more traumatic than the toilet paper one.
Really?
Toilet bro, wet toilet paper
stuck on a shoe.
In any exactly stuck on a shoe in any aspect it grosses me out. But then it's in your mouth. Oh, dude.
I guess you're right. I guess the jelly is not as bad.
At least you eat jelly.
Sterile jelly is better than toilet paper.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Let's go have some PB&J.
Yo, I found my Gameboy Color the other day.
Oh.
Dude, and it was batteries. I guess these batteries that are in this Gameboy Color from 10 years ago just don't die. I turned right on. My game was still saved, Pokemon Blue. And me and Joey made some illegal trades back in the day. So I have a Mew that doesn't fucking listen to me at all, which bothers me so much. But I saved that game and I started a new game on Pokemon Red. Who would be your first Pokemon if you were Ash in the game? So you get
it's not going to be Bulbasaur. I'll tell you that right now.
No, okay.
No shot. But
I like Bulbasaur.
I was always torn between Charmander and Squirtle.
It says a lot about you. You a Charmander or a Squirtle guy right now?
I don't know. I lean towards Charmander. I don't know.
Because Charizard's just fucking bad. Charizard's just a big dog.
Charizard's unreal. Actually, I have a very traumatic experience with Charizard.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
You remember opening those cards when we were younger, man? No. Before, who'd you go?
Who
you going? Charmander or
Charmander? I'm gonna say Charmander. I'd be a liar if I said someone else because I would always choose Charmander.
See, I'm a Squirtle guy.
You would be,
but I do love Charmander. Squirtle. No, but Bulbasaur again. When we were playing Pokemon Go, I caught him in Atlantic.
Did
Beach.
anyone here choose Bulbasaur?
No. Rob's talking all scientific back here, he's gonna run the League of Shadows. He's like, grass is gonna run through League of Legends, whatever. He's gonna run through Misty. He's gonna run through Brock with the grass Pokemon. And then what do you do with the Ghost?
You're gonna run through Misty and then run through Brock? It sounds like a fucking orgy.
You could even turn Pokemon into fucking.
Oh my god! But let's talk about UFC. Oh no, go ahead. Finish your story.
No, my story's done. We were talking. You were saying something more about Pokemon though. You said you had a traumatic Charizard story.
Oh yeah, no, I think I've told this story before, so I'll make it really quick. I got the Charizard holographic. Shit my pants one day, so excited. Next week, go to a family party. Someone at the family party stole my Charizard, holographic Charizard.
Wow, some family.
Yeah.
Who do you think it was?
I have an idea. I think it was a neighbor of the family that was over.
Call him out.
I don't remember his name.
You probably made
so long ago.
You probably made if that was a Gen Z, you probably made some serious money off that.
He's probably dead.
Just like the girls that leave you on red.
UFC 298, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you my picks. You can make all your faces over there because I'm sure the camera's going to pick that. And then we can talk about your picks. All right? Next week, don't forget, we're doing the watch party a little with David Potter,
Yes, sir.
Fight World Live. We'll do a little watch party at Whale's Tail in Northport.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
We're doing a live stream, so check that out, Fight World Live.
Yep, if you guys want, it's we're gonna do $35 open bar and buffet food. They have the best tacos around, and that's all night. That's from 7 o'clock to the end of the fight. So nice, good deal. They got top
Crazy
shelf
deal.
alcohol. And the food is all time. So it's gonna be a good little party. We might have a couple special guests come join the stream. We're looking to break more records too, so we'd love to have you there. Let's hear these picks though, baby. I'm interested.
All right, so
Just go main card. Just go main card for me.
yeah, I honestly I didn't even pick the whole main card. I just got like 4 or 5 right here for you.
There's 5 fights on it.
All right, so then that's the whole main card. All right, so I'm gonna start with Merab and Cejudo. I'll start there. I don't think Merab can finish Cejudo, but I do think he wins by unanimous decision. I think it's going to be a long fight. It's going to be a dog fight. I don't see either of them knocking each other out. I mean, I was looking at Merab's, his past couple of years, his fights. Who has he knocked out? I think maybe he might have had 1 TKO, if I remember correctly. And so I see that being a dog fight, but unanimous decision in Merab's favor.
I'd like to agree with you on that.
Wow.
I think that's a great take, honestly.
You like that?
It's just two like little machines running against each other.
Literally.
Like they're not. They could go 10 rounds if they really wanted to.
But you know what, Merab,
this is a 3-round fight. Remember, so they're going to be going hard. They're going to be going hard for 3 rounds.
Right.
They could do this. They could do this right now if they wanted to.
Right. So, Merab, he's trying to take on that celebrity status. You see him kind of like putting out those Instagrams, trying to show his personality, which I love.
Yeah.
Merab's
the man.
You got one shot to make your money. Make the most of it. If he's climbing the rankings, he's a fucking dog. Put on a show, right? Because it's more than just fighting. It's clearly more than just fighting. It's entertainment. So I am rooting for Merab though.
I'm all 100%.
100%.
And like you said, it is entertainment.
Yeah.
Because they have to market themselves
Yep.
more than any other sport.
Yep.
So I love what Merab's doing. And if Merab, man, I would love to see Merab knock him out because that's going to put an absolute stamp on the bantamweight division. So I would love to see something like that happen.
Next one's real quick. Neil knocks out the cuck in the 3rd round.
You think Gary gets knocked out?
Yep.
Nah,
3rd round.
Nah.
3rd round.
Ian Gary's going to put on an absolute show.
Nah.
Ian Gary's the truth, man. I don't care what everyone says about his wife. And, see, that's another thing, man. They're making fun of his wife. Listen, I hate when people go like the family. It's like, yeah, again, market yourself. Make it a show. But
I don't know. Is that really going after his family or is it going after him?
It's going after his wife. But to me, Ian Gary is a generational talent in my eyes. I really think he's going to put on an absolute show. And he's just going to keep rising up in that weight class. And he's a kid. He's training in Brazil now. He's full time in Brazil, so he's learning so many things that the typical Irishman doesn't get every time. So he's going to put the welterweight division on pause when he gets up there.
And it's funny because you got Johnny Walker went up to Ireland to train, right?
Oh, did he? Johnny Walker's a character, man.
Next, Whitaker absolutely embarrasses Costa. Just a technical display, outclasses him. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
All right.
Volkan Tapor, baby.
The main event. So the clips of Volk, of him going along with the old thing,
man?
he's looking like an old man. I love it. Just embrace it. Yeah. Let them say what they want. Yep. I think he's nowhere close to being done. Nowhere close. I don't think it's time for the old discussion for him. But I'm going to say Volk and Topuria, they go 5 rounds.
I can see it.
And so Volk wins. I don't think it's going to be unanimous. Volk wins in 5 rounds. They go the distance. But Topuria makes it clear that he's the future. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a really good fight. I think you're going to see a lot of flash from Topuria.
Yep.
And he makes it known that, this is my division to come, but not yet.
Yeah, I for that fight, man, I want to see a brawl. I want to see them stand in the center of the cage and just absolutely go at each other.
It's hard to root against Volk.
Yeah, it really is because he's a good dude. The Australian too. He's he's a good dude. He's a fun guy to be around. Works his ass off. If Volk loses, he could always go up a weight class, and so he's not cutting all this weight anymore. But I want to just see a good fight because Tapor is, he's coming in at minus 100. So, the smart bet would be, I'm sorry, Volk's coming in at minus 100. Tapor's coming in plus 120. The smart bet would be probably take Tapor at plus 120. But that's just me.
It's so close. It's so close.
Yeah.
But tell us about these seats before we sign off. What am I sitting on over here? I feel like I'm on QVC, baby.
Hey, so my boy Dalton over at Zipchair, they put together two amazing leather chairs for us. Customized. Look at the embroidery on the smoke ring. It looks just like our hats. I mean, I couldn't be happier. These guys do chairs and sofas and couches. You name it, they do it. Customizable for really anything. They do it for colleges, pro teams, anything you guys need. If you're a fan of, let's say, the Oven, you're a fan of the Yankees, they can embroider you a nice chair, computer chair, couch, whatever you're looking for.
And really simple, too. I mean, look at this. I mean, you got the zipper right here.
Yep.
We had this embroidered patch of leather, zipped it right on, and it took me 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Super easy.
And we're making fun of Mario because it took him so long to put the chair together, but it really is a very, very simple process. We were just in a bad place last night, but it really reinvents the whole look for us over here. I'm tired of sitting on grandma's plastic chairs, even though she offers them up, which is nice. But you can't thank Zipchair enough, Dalton. You guys kill it. So anything you guys need,
Thank you, Zipchair.
that's one of our proud sponsors over here. So big shout out to Dalton. Big shout out to Zipchair.
All right, that concludes today's mini. And don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the Oven.
Yes, sir.
Keep it cooking in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven.